Become mentally strong. Master your mind and conquer life. Written and published by Spoken Quora. Introduction. The path to unbreakable mental strength. What if I told you that every challenge, every setback, every storm in your life wasn't meant to break you, but to build you? Picture this. You're standing in the middle of a raging storm. The winds howl, the thunder crashes, and the rain beats down like a relentless force. Most people would panic. Most would run for cover, desperate for shelter. But not you. You plant your feet firmly, lift your head high, and stare straight into the heart of the storm. Because you know something most people don't. The storm isn't your enemy. It's your training ground. This is what it means to be mentally strong. To walk through fire and emerge unburned. To be tested by life's hardships, yet never broken. Mental toughness is not a gift. It's a skill. A skill that can be learned, trained, and mastered. In this audiobook, you will discover how to rewire your mind for resilience, control your emotions like a warrior, and turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth. You will learn the same mental strategies used by elite athletes, Navy SEALs, and the world's most successful people. Strategies that will make you unstoppable in the face of adversity. Because in life, you don't get to choose the storms, but you do get to choose whether they break you or make you stronger. So, are you ready to step into your power? To become unshakable, unstoppable, and unbreakable? Then let's begin. Chapter 1. The foundation of mental strength. Mental toughness is not about eliminating fear. It's about acting despite it. The most successful people, whether they are world-class athletes, military leaders, or entrepreneurs, have all faced failure, setbacks, and self-doubt. But what separates them from the rest? Their mindset. They don't let fear dictate their actions. They don't crumble under pressure. Instead, they use adversity as fuel to push forward, to grow stronger, and to refine their character. If you want to build unshakable mental strength, you must first lay the foundation. This begins with self-awareness, mastering your inner dialogue, and reshaping your perspective on challenges. In this chapter, we will explore the key principles of mental toughness and practical steps to start rewiring your mind for success. Life will knock you down. This is inevitable. The real question is, how quickly do you get back up? Resilience is the backbone of mental strength. It's the ability to recover from setbacks, to keep moving forward even when things seem impossible. Studies on high-performing individuals show that resilience isn't just about enduring pain. It's about adapting and learning from it. Think about some of the most inspiring success stories. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming one of the greatest athletes of all time. The lesson? Failure is only permanent if you let it be. When you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? What's the next best step forward? Instead of seeing failure as an endpoint, see it as feedback. Your emotions can either be your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. The key to mental toughness is learning to respond rather than react. Imagine you're in a high-stakes meeting and someone criticizes your work. A mentally weak person might get defensive, feel insulted, or even shut down. A mentally strong person, however, will take a deep breath, stay calm, and respond logically rather than emotionally. One powerful way to master emotional control is through self-awareness. The more you understand your triggers, the better you can regulate your reactions. The next time you feel triggered, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Is this reaction helping me or hurting me? What's a more constructive way to respond? By doing this, you start training your brain to stay calm under pressure. Your mindset determines how you approach difficulties. A fixed mindset sees failure as proof of inadequacy, while a growth mindset sees failure as an opportunity to improve. The most mentally strong individuals embrace discomfort because they understand that growth happens outside the comfort zone. Shift your internal dialogue. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," say, "I can get better at this with practice." "I always fail." Say, "Every failure is a step toward success." "This is too hard." Say, "Challenges make me stronger." Mental strength starts with knowing yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your emotional triggers. Without self-awareness, you'll keep falling into the same negative thought patterns without even realizing it. Start paying attention to moments when you feel stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed. What situations cause these emotions? What thoughts run through your mind? Keep a mental strength journal. Each day, write down the biggest challenge you faced that day, how you responded, what you could have done better. Over time, this will reveal patterns in your thinking and behavior, helping you make conscious improvements. The way you talk to yourself matters. If your inner dialogue is full of doubt and negativity, you're programming yourself to fail. But if you consciously choose empowering thoughts, you're training your mind for success. Start by catching yourself when negative thoughts arise. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "This is difficult, but I can figure it out." Pick a power phrase to repeat when facing difficulties, such as, "I am strong, and I will get through this." "Challenges make me better." "I am in control of my mind." Your brain is like a muscle. It strengthens with repetition. The more you practice resilience, emotional control, and a growth mindset, the more natural these habits become. Start small. Challenge yourself in everyday situations. If you normally avoid difficult conversations, have that conversation. If you tend to procrastinate, push yourself to start. Each small victory strengthens your mental toughness. Elite athletes use visualization to prepare for competition, mentally rehearsing their success before stepping onto the field. You could do the same for your own challenges. Spend 5 minutes daily visualizing yourself handling stress with confidence, overcoming challenges, and achieving your goals. Your brain will start believing what you repeatedly imagine. Mentally strong people don't waste energy blaming others or making excuses. They take full responsibility for their actions and mindset. If something isn't working in their life, they find a way to fix it rather than complaining. Whenever you catch yourself making an excuse, reframe it. Instead of saying, "I don't have time," say, "I haven't prioritized this yet, but I can." Instead of, "I'm not lucky," say, "I create my own opportunities." Mental toughness isn't built overnight. It's a daily practice, a series of small choices that add up over time. But the more you train your mind, the stronger it becomes. Start today. Begin journaling your challenges, shifting your mindset, and taking control of your emotions. Because once you master your mind, there's nothing in this world that can break you. Now, are you ready to take the first step? Chapter 2. The Power of Self-Discipline. Imagine waking up every morning with a clear goal, knowing exactly what needs to be done. No distractions, no excuses, just pure focus and determination. Now, imagine the opposite. Waking up, scrolling endlessly on your phone, feeling unmotivated, and making excuses for why you can't take action today. The difference between these two mindsets? Self-discipline. Discipline is the invisible force that separates those who succeed from those who merely dream. It's not about being naturally gifted or having unlimited willpower. It's about making small, consistent choices that push you forward, especially when you don't feel like it. In this chapter, we'll explore how to develop rock-solid self-discipline, the role of habits, and how even the smallest consistent actions can lead to life-changing transformations. Self-discipline is often misunderstood. Many believe it means forcing yourself to do things you hate. In reality, it's about training your mind to make the right choices automatically. It's the ability to stay focused on your goals, even when motivation fades. Motivation is temporary. It's what gets you started, but it doesn't last. Some days, you'll feel excited about your goals. Other days, you won't feel like doing anything. Self-discipline, on the other hand, is permanent. It's what keeps you moving even when motivation disappears. Think about someone who wants to get in shape. They might feel motivated after watching an inspiring video, but if they rely on motivation alone, they'll skip workouts when they don't feel like going. A disciplined person, however, will train whether they feel inspired or not, because they understand that consistency is key. The next time you feel unmotivated, do it anyway. Push yourself through discomfort. Over time, this trains your brain to act regardless of how you feel. Self-discipline isn't about making giant leaps. It's about making small, repeated choices every day. Over time, these choices turn into habits, and habits shape your destiny. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in a day and underestimate what they can achieve in a year. The secret? Compounding. Reading 10 pages a day may seem small, but over a year, that's 3,650 pages, a dozen books. Saving $5 a day doesn't feel like much, but in 10 years, it's over $18,000 with interest. Doing 10 push-ups today may feel pointless, but if you increase by one each day, you'll be doing 365 push-ups in a year. The key is consistency. Even the smallest effort, when repeated, leads to massive results. Choose one small habit to start today. Keep it simple, just 5 minutes. Over time, increase it gradually. The reason most people fail to stay disciplined is that they try to change too much at once. The key to building lasting habits is to follow a simple, science-backed process. Start small. Don't commit to an hour at the gym if you haven't worked out in months. Start with 5 to 10 minutes. Attach it to an existing habit. If you want to start journaling, do it right after brushing your teeth. Make it easy. Remove obstacles. Want to read more? Keep a book next to your bed. Track your progress. Keep a habit tracker to stay accountable. Pick a habit and apply the 4-step formula above. Michael Jordan wasn't born the greatest basketball player of all time. He became it through unshakable discipline. As a teenager, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of feeling sorry for himself, he used rejection as fuel. He trained harder than anyone else, practicing for hours before and after school. He never skipped workouts, even when he was exhausted. He focused on consistency, not motivation. Years later, when he joined the NBA, his work ethic became legendary. He would practice at 5 a.m. while his teammates were still asleep. He would out-train everyone, staying on the court long after practice ended. Jordan once said, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. His discipline made it happen." And it's the same mindset you must adopt. You don't need talent. You need discipline and consistency. Now that you understand the power of discipline, here's how to strengthen it. Self-discipline is easier when you don't rely on willpower. Instead of fighting distractions, remove them. Want to eat healthier? Keep junk food out of your house. Want to stop wasting time on your phone? Use app blockers. Want to wake up early? Keep your alarm across the room. Make success the default option. Mentally strong people don't rely on feelings to decide their actions. They create rules that they follow no matter what. Example, I will work out for 30 minutes every day, no excuses. I will write 500 words daily, no matter how I feel. Set one non-negotiable rule for yourself. The longer you hesitate, the more likely you are to quit. When you feel resistance, count 5-4-3-2-1. Go. Take immediate action before your brain talks you out of it. Discipline isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something you build through daily practice. If you can master self-discipline, you can master anything. Because in the end, success isn't about talent. It's about the small choices you make every day. So ask yourself, what choice will you make today? Chapter 3. How to control your emotions like a warrior. Imagine a warrior standing in the heat of battle. Chaos surrounds them. Enemies charging, weapons clashing, shouts echoing in the distance. Yet they remain calm, focused, and in control. They don't let fear paralyze them. They don't allow anger to cloud their judgment. They move with precision and confidence. Now, imagine applying that same level of emotional control in your daily life. No more impulsive reactions. No more letting stress ruin your day. No more being held hostage by fear, anger, or anxiety. This is the mindset of the mentally strong. True power isn't just about physical strength or intelligence. It's about mastering your emotions so they serve you, rather than control you. In this chapter, we'll explore how to manage emotions like a warrior, using proven techniques such as mindfulness, deep breathing, and cognitive reframing. Most people believe emotions are automatic and uncontrollable. They think, I can't help it, I just get angry. I'm just an anxious person. I react this way because it's who I am. But here's the truth. You can control your emotions. Mentally strong individuals don't ignore their emotions. They acknowledge them. But they don't let emotions dictate their actions. Emotional control is about responding, not reacting. Think of a skilled archer. If they let their emotions shake them, fear, doubt, frustration, they'll miss their shot. But if they remain calm and focused, they'll hit the target every time. The same applies to your life. The more control you have over your emotions, the more control you have over your decisions, relationships, and success. Certain emotions, if left unchecked, can destroy your mental strength. Let's break down the 3 biggest threats. Fear is useful. It protects us from danger. But most fears today are irrational. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of what others think. These fears keep you stuck in your comfort zone. They stop you from taking risks, trying new things, or chasing your dreams. How to control fear. Acknowledge it. Don't suppress fear. Accept it, and remind yourself that fear is just a feeling, not a fact. Take action despite fear. The best way to weaken fear is to face it. Start small and prove to yourself that fear is an illusion. Anger makes you feel powerful in the moment, but it blinds your judgment. When you react in anger, you often say or do things you regret. How to control anger. The 5-second rule. When you feel anger rising, pause. Take a deep breath, count 5-4-3-2-1, and choose a response instead of reacting. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? If not, let it go. Anxiety is living in the future, worrying about things that haven't even happened. It drains your energy and prevents you from enjoying the present. How to control anxiety. Focus on what you can control. Write down your worries. Separate them into 2 lists. Things you can control, things you can't control. Then, only focus on what you can change. Use deep breathing. A simple technique is the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. This instantly calms your nervous system. Now that we've identified the biggest emotional threats, let's explore powerful techniques to control your emotions like a warrior. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully aware of the present moment without judgment. When you're mindful, you don't get lost in negative emotions. You observe them and let them pass. How to practice mindfulness. When you feel an emotion, pause and name it. I feel anxious. Instead of reacting, observe the feeling like a neutral outsider. Ask yourself, is this emotion helping me or hurting me? The more mindful you become, the less control emotions will have over you. Your thoughts create your emotions. Change your thoughts, and you change how you feel. How to reframe negative thoughts. Instead of "I failed," "I'm not good enough," say "This is a lesson, and I'll grow from it." Instead of "This situation is ruining my day," say "This is a challenge, and I'll handle it." By shifting the meaning, you regain control over your emotions. Whenever a negative emotion arises, practice this simple rule. Pause for 5 seconds. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, "Is this worth my energy?" Reframe your thoughts to focus on a solution. This technique trains your brain to respond rather than react. Emotional mastery isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about controlling how you respond to them. The strongest warriors aren't the ones who feel nothing. They're the ones who feel everything but remain unshaken. So, the next time you feel anger, fear, or anxiety creeping in, remember, you are in control. The choice is always yours. Will you react, or will you respond like a warrior? Chapter 4. Overcoming Fear and Self-Doubt. Fear and self-doubt are the two greatest enemies of success. They whisper lies in your ear, convince you that you're not good enough, and paralyze you from taking action. But what if I told you that both fear and self-doubt are nothing but illusions? In this chapter, we're going to unravel how these destructive forces work, how to silence the inner critic, and how to build unshakable confidence to move forward in life. Fear is natural. It's built into us as part of our survival mechanism. When faced with danger, fear triggers a fight or flight response, keeping us alert and protecting us from harm. However, in today's world, fear has evolved into a constant presence, worrying about what people think, fearing failure, fearing rejection, all things that pose no real danger. When you allow these fears to take control, you stop living. You stop taking risks. You become stuck. But here's the thing. Fear is an illusion. It's not based on actual danger, but on your own perception of it. What you fear is often a projection of your mind, not reality. The neuroscience of fear. When you experience fear, your brain releases chemicals like cortisol and adrenaline, triggering the stress response. This makes you feel anxious, tense, and ready to either fight or flee. However, this fear response is often triggered by thoughts about situations that may never happen. Your brain overestimates the danger and tells you to avoid it. But you are in control of your mind. The key is to challenge these thoughts and reframe them. Self-doubt is another powerful force that can keep you from reaching your potential. It convinces you that you're not capable, not smart enough, or not deserving of success. It makes you question your every decision and hold yourself back from seizing opportunities. But like fear, self-doubt is also a lie. It stems from insecurity, negative past experiences, and the fear of failure. It's your inner critic trying to convince you that you're not worthy, but you are. Self-doubt often begins in childhood, especially when we face criticism or experience failure. The more we hear, "You can't do that," the more we begin to believe it. Over time, this builds an internal narrative of inadequacy that can persist well into adulthood. But this story is not your truth. Your value doesn't come from others' opinions or past mistakes. It comes from within. You have the power to rewrite your narrative. Now that we've identified the roots of fear and self-doubt, let's talk about practical techniques to silence these voices and build unshakable confidence. The next time you feel fear creeping in, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Often, you'll realize that the worst-case scenario isn't nearly as bad as your mind is making it out to be. Write down a fear you have. Then, write out the worst-case scenario. Ask yourself how likely it is to happen. Then, write how you could handle it if it did. You'll realize that your fear is far less intimidating when you break it down. The fear of failure often paralyzes us, but failure is actually one of the best teachers we have. Instead of seeing failure as the end, view it as feedback, a learning experience. Every successful person has failed, sometimes repeatedly. The key is to get up, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Real-life example. Oprah Winfrey's journey is a perfect example of turning failure into triumph. She was fired from her first job as a television anchor because they said she wasn't fit for TV. She faced years of struggles, self-doubt, and setbacks, but she never gave up. She used each failure as feedback and improved. Today, Oprah has built one of the most influential media empires in the world. Build confidence through action. Confidence is not something you're born with. It's built through action. When you take action, even in the face of fear, you send a message to your brain that you are capable. The more you act in the face of self-doubt, the more you prove to yourself that you can handle challenges. Each small victory builds confidence, and over time, you'll find that fear and self-doubt no longer control you. Commit to taking small steps outside your comfort zone each day. This could be as simple as making a phone call you've been avoiding or speaking up in a meeting. Each action, no matter how small, will strengthen your confidence muscle. One of the most powerful tools to overcome fear and self-doubt is visualization. When you visualize success, you program your brain for positive outcomes. How to use visualization. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding. Feel the emotions of success, the excitement, pride, and confidence. Picture yourself overcoming challenges and pushing past fear. The more you visualize success, the more your brain will believe it's possible. Fear and self-doubt are nothing more than shadows in your mind. They can only control you if you allow them to. Remember that you have the power to change your thoughts, your actions, and your life. The moment you recognize fear for what it is, an illusion, and self-doubt for what it is, a lie, you begin to unlock the unshakable confidence within you. Oprah Winfrey's story is a testament to the fact that no matter where you start, you can achieve greatness. The key is to push through the fear, silence the self-doubt, and keep moving forward. You are more than enough. You are capable. Chapter 5. The Art of Handling Failure. Failure. It's a word that sends chills down the spine for most people. It feels like an end, a defeat, something to be avoided at all costs. But what if I told you that failure is not the opposite of success, but an integral part of the journey? That every great success story is built on a foundation of failures? In this chapter, we'll explore how to shift your perspective on failure, how to embrace it as a natural part of growth, and how to develop a growth mindset that transforms setbacks into opportunities for success. The first step in handling failure is to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, start viewing it as a stepping stone on the path to success. Failure is often a misunderstood concept. When you fail, it doesn't mean you're a failure. It simply means you haven't found the right solution yet. It's a sign that you're trying, experimenting, and pushing boundaries. It means you're growing, learning, and getting closer to your goals. Think about it. Every successful person has faced failure. Thomas Edison, for example, famously failed 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. What if he had given up at failure 9,999? We'd still be sitting in the dark. His repeated failures were simply experiments that helped him understand what didn't work, and in the process, he discovered what did. The key to success is not avoiding failure, but persevering in the face of it. When you embrace failure as part of the process, you're able to take each setback and move forward with more clarity and determination. Perseverance in the face of adversity is often the thing that separates the successful from those who give up too soon. One of the most powerful tools you can use to handle failure is developing a growth mindset. This concept, introduced by psychologist Carol Dweck, revolves around the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed over time through hard work, dedication, and learning. People with a growth mindset see failure as an opportunity to learn rather than a reflection of their abilities. They don't take it personally. Instead, they ask, "What can I learn from this?" They view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for personal growth. On the other hand, people with a fixed mindset tend to see failure as a reflection of their worth. They believe that success is reserved for those who are naturally talented or born with the right skills. If they fail, they often give up, thinking they'll never be good enough. The power of reframing failure. When you embrace a growth mindset, you begin to see failure as a sign that you're stretching your limits. Every time you fall short, you're learning something new and you're one step closer to your goal. With this mindset, you stop fearing failure and start seeing it as feedback. The most successful people are not the ones who never fail. They're the ones who use their failures to propel them forward. Setbacks can serve as powerful lessons that shape your future decisions and actions. Let's take a look at a few real-life examples of how people use failure as a catalyst for success. Michael Jordan, often regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time, was famously cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine what would have happened if he had let that failure define him. But Jordan didn't let it stop him. He used it as motivation, training harder than ever and eventually becoming a six-time NBA champion. He understood that failure wasn't the end. It was the beginning of his journey toward greatness. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, was rejected by 12 different publishers before one finally took a chance on her manuscript. She was living in poverty and struggling with depression, but she kept writing. If she had given up after the first rejection, or the second, or the 10th, there would be no Hogwarts. Her failure didn't define her. It refined her. Steve Jobs, the visionary behind Apple, faced monumental setbacks in his career. He was ousted from the company he founded, only to return years later and turn Apple into one of the most valuable companies in the world. His failures didn't hold him back. They fueled his desire to innovate and reinvent the future of technology. To handle failure effectively, it's not just about having a growth mindset. It's also about resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and continue moving forward, no matter how many setbacks you face. Every failure brings with it an opportunity to build mental toughness and emotional resilience. When you choose to persevere, even when things seem impossible, you develop the inner strength that will serve you well in every area of your life. The next time you face a failure, ask yourself the following questions. What can I learn from this setback? How can I use this experience to get closer to my goal? What's one small step I can take to get back on track? By shifting your focus from the failure itself to the lessons learned, you transform a setback into a stepping stone. Failure is not the end. It's the path forward. Every failure brings with it a lesson, a chance to grow, and an opportunity to get closer to your goals. The most successful people are those who have embraced failure, learned from it, and continued moving forward. Thomas Edison didn't stop after 9,999 failures. He understood that failure wasn't something to fear. It was the price of progress. What if you adopted the same mindset? What could you achieve if you stopped seeing failure as an obstacle and started seeing it as an opportunity to grow? Remember, failure is not something to avoid. It's something to embrace. Use it as a tool to sharpen your skills, to become more resilient, and to eventually achieve the success you've always dreamed of. Chapter 6. The Warrior's Mindset. Thinking like a champion. Success is not a stroke of luck. It's the product of a specific mindset, a mindset that separates the champions from the rest. The difference between elite performers and ordinary individuals often boils down to how they think, how they approach challenges, and how they persevere in the face of adversity. In this chapter, we'll dive deep into the strategies that the most successful people in the world use to stay mentally strong and rise above the competition. These strategies aren't just for athletes or entrepreneurs. They're for anyone who wants to cultivate unbreakable mental resilience. From visualization techniques to affirmations and the power of grit, we'll explore how you can develop the warrior's mindset, a mindset that keeps you focused, confident, and unstoppable. One of the most powerful tools that elite performers use is visualization. Before a major competition or life-changing decision, champions don't just rely on physical preparation. They also spend time mentally preparing for success. Visualization is the process of creating a mental image of yourself succeeding, performing at your best, or achieving your goals. Why does it work? Visualization works because the brain doesn't distinguish between what's happening in reality and what's happening in your mind. When you vividly imagine achieving a goal or performing well, your brain fires the same neural pathways it would if you were actually doing it. This helps you build confidence and reduce anxiety. Take Olympic athletes, for example. Many top athletes practice mental imagery before they compete. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian of all time, is known to have used visualization to prepare for every race. He visualized the entire event, from diving into the pool to touching the wall at the end. When things didn't go as planned during the actual race, like his goggles filling with water, his mental preparation allowed him to stay focused and win. Exercise. Try this visualization technique the next time you need to prepare for a challenge. Step 1. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Step 2. Picture yourself succeeding at your goal. Imagine every detail, what it looks like, what it feels like, and what it sounds like. Step 3. Repeat this exercise daily to reinforce your mental strength and belief in your ability to succeed. Another powerful strategy used by elite performers is the practice of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself, designed to challenge and control negative thoughts or self-doubt. The purpose is to create a mental shift, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. When you repeatedly tell yourself positive things, your brain starts to believe them. Over time, these affirmations become part of your self-identity. This isn't about empty self-talk. It's about rewiring your subconscious mind to operate with confidence, resilience, and a deep belief in your own abilities. Many top performers, like athletes and successful entrepreneurs, use affirmations to build mental strength and stay focused on their goals. For instance, Serena Williams, known for her powerful game, often uses affirmations to prepare mentally for matches. She has been quoted saying, "I am strong. I am fierce. I am ready." These affirmations help her block out distractions and focus on the task at hand. Here's how you can create your own affirmations to strengthen your mindset. Step 1. Write down 3 positive qualities or abilities that you want to reinforce. I am confident. I am resilient. I am unstoppable. Step 2. Turn them into present tense affirmations. I am confident. I am resilient. I am unstoppable. Step 3. Repeat these affirmations daily, ideally in the morning before you start your day. Say them aloud and truly believe in the words you're saying. Exercise. Practice affirmations for 5 minutes each morning to start your day with mental clarity and confidence. Success is not just about talent or intelligence. It's about grit, a combination of passion, perseverance, and resilience. Grit is what keeps you going when things get tough, when you face obstacles, and when you're tempted to give up. It's about continuing to put in the effort, even when the results don't come quickly. Research by psychologist Angela Duckworth has shown that grit is one of the most important predictors of success. Talent alone won't get you to the top. Grit will. Grit is the ability to persist through challenges, to keep your eyes on the long-term goal, and to stay disciplined even when you encounter setbacks. Building grit starts with developing the right mindset. It requires you to commit to long-term goals and to persevere through failure and frustration. Gritty individuals don't see failure as something to avoid. They see it as part of the journey. They are willing to put in the hard work, day in and day out, to achieve their dreams. Actionable tips to build grit. Break big goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Embrace failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. Stay focused on the long-term vision, even when things feel tough. Surround yourself with people who inspire and motivate you to keep going. The warrior's mindset isn't something you're born with. It's something you can develop. By practicing visualization, affirmations, and grit, you can cultivate a mindset that keeps you mentally strong, focused, and ready to tackle any challenge that comes your way. Success isn't about luck. It's about having the right mindset, the mindset of a warrior, a champion. It's about believing in yourself, preparing your mind for success, and never giving up, no matter how tough things get. Final exercise. Start your day with a warrior's affirmation. I am focused. I am confident. I am relentless. Say it with conviction. Believe it in your heart, and let it drive you to achieve the success you deserve. By consistently practicing these techniques, you'll begin to see the world through the lens of a champion, ready to conquer whatever challenges come your way. Chapter 7. How to build unshakable confidence. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you can build and nurture over time. We've all faced moments where self-doubt creeps in, where we question our abilities or feel like we don't belong. Whether it's stepping into a new role, facing an important presentation, or taking on a new challenge, imposter syndrome often rears its ugly head. But what if I told you that you could silence that inner critic and build unshakable confidence? The kind of confidence that isn't dependent on other people's opinions or fleeting successes. In this chapter, we'll explore how to cultivate lasting confidence by tackling imposter syndrome, stopping the cycle of external validation, and strengthening the belief that you are enough just as you are. Confidence is a skill you can practice, and it starts from within. Imposter syndrome is that nagging feeling that you're a fraud, that you don't deserve your success, and that you're just waiting to be found out. It can strike even the most accomplished people, celebrities, athletes, CEOs, and artists, and it's often a sign that you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. But here's the truth. Everyone experiences imposter syndrome at some point. It's not a reflection of your actual abilities. It's just a manifestation of fear and self-doubt. The key to overcoming it is to recognize that it's normal and to take proactive steps to counteract those feelings. Instead of focusing on the negative thoughts that make you feel inadequate, reframe them. Rather than thinking, I'm not good enough for this, replace it with, I've earned my place here and I have what it takes to succeed. This small shift in mindset can have a profound impact on your confidence. The next time imposter syndrome strikes, own your achievements. Instead of attributing your success to luck or external factors, remind yourself of the hard work, effort, and resilience that got you to where you are. Recognize that your skills and talents are valid and that you've earned your success. A lot of people look for external validation to boost their confidence. Whether it's compliments from others, likes on social media, or praise from a boss, these outside sources can make you feel good in the short term. But if you're constantly seeking validation from others, you're giving away your power. True confidence comes from within, not from the approval of others. To cultivate unshakable confidence, you must learn to validate yourself. This means setting your own standards and measuring your success against your own values and goals, not someone else's. The more you rely on your internal compass, the less vulnerable you'll be to external opinions. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Give yourself credit for the progress you've made, and take pride in the hard work you've put in. By doing this regularly, you reinforce your belief that you're capable and worthy of success. One of the simplest and most powerful ways to boost your confidence before any challenge is through power posing, a technique that has been shown to enhance self-assurance and reduce stress. Studies by social psychologist Amy Cuddy have shown that standing in a power pose, like this Superman pose, for just 2 minutes can lead to increased feelings of confidence and strength. This is because power poses stimulate the release of testosterone, the dominance hormone, and lower the levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, making you feel more confident and less anxious. To practice the Superman pose, simply stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, place your hands on your hips, and raise your chest. Hold this pose for 2 minutes before any challenging situation, such as a presentation, meeting, or important conversation. It's a quick, effective way to fake it until you make it. And in doing so, you'll start to feel more confident. Power move, the Superman pose. Stand tall with your feet shoulder-width apart, chest open, hands on your hips, and hold the pose for 2 minutes. You'll feel more powerful and confident in no time. Confidence doesn't just come from thinking positively or using affirmations. It also comes from taking action. Every time you take a step forward, even if it's a small one, you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. The more you push through fear and doubt, the more resilient and confident you'll become. One of the best ways to build confidence is by regularly stepping out of your comfort zone. Take on challenges that scare you and face them head on. Over time, your comfort zone will expand, and you'll find yourself becoming more confident in handling even bigger challenges. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress. Focus on the steps you've taken, not on how far you still have to go. The more you celebrate progress, the more motivated you'll feel to continue growing. Building unshakable confidence is a lifelong journey, but it starts with taking action. By overcoming imposter syndrome, stopping the need for external validation, and practicing techniques like power posing, you can develop a solid foundation of confidence that will carry you through any challenge. Remember, confidence is a skill you can develop, not a fixed trait. The more you practice, the more you'll believe in yourself, and the more unstoppable you'll become. Practice the Superman pose before your next big challenge. Remind yourself that you have everything you need to succeed and that you are worthy of your success. You are confident, capable, and unstoppable. By consistently building your confidence, you'll become a person who faces challenges with self-assurance, who walks through life with a strong sense of belief in their abilities, and who takes on the world with an unshakable mindset. Chapter 8. Developing a laser-focused mind. In a world full of distractions, staying focused has become one of the greatest challenges we face. Our attention is constantly pulled in different directions. Social media notifications, work emails, the never-ending stream of messages, and even our own wandering thoughts. But what if you could learn to develop a laser-focused mind where distractions no longer stand in your way? In this chapter, we'll dive into how you can eliminate mental clutter, sharpen your focus, and unlock your peak performance. By implementing strategies like the Pomodoro technique and deep work exercises, you'll train your brain to concentrate for longer periods and achieve more in less time. Focus is more than just staying on task. It's about tuning out the noise and giving your full attention to what truly matters. Mental clutter is a major barrier to focus. Our minds are constantly occupied with thoughts about the past, future, and everything in between. When your mind is full of distractions, it's almost impossible to perform at your best. Mental clutter happens when we let small, trivial distractions pile up in our minds. This could be anything from worrying about your to-do list to thinking about a conversation you had earlier in the day. It creates a fog that makes it harder to concentrate. The first step in developing a focused mind is to clear this clutter. Start by organizing your physical space. Studies show that a tidy, clutter-free environment helps improve mental clarity. When your workspace is organized, your mind can focus on the task at hand instead of being distracted by external chaos. Mindfulness is another powerful tool for clearing mental clutter. Practicing mindfulness helps you become aware of your thoughts, allowing you to observe them without getting caught up in them. When your mind begins to wander, mindfulness helps you redirect your attention to the present moment. One of the most effective ways to enhance focus is through structured work intervals, and the Pomodoro technique is a great place to start. This time management strategy involves breaking your workday into 25-minute sessions, followed by a 5-minute break. After completing 4 Pomodoros, work intervals, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. The Pomodoro technique capitalizes on the brain's ability to focus for short bursts. Studies have shown that our brains tend to lose focus after long periods of continuous work, but when we take regular breaks, we can maintain high levels of productivity. By structuring your work into small, manageable intervals, the Pomodoro technique reduces procrastination, prevents burnout, and allows for deep, sustained focus. To begin using this method, start by selecting a task you want to focus on. Set a timer for 25 minutes and commit to working on the task without distractions until the timer goes off. After each session, reward yourself with a 5-minute break. Repeat this process for 4 sessions and then take a longer break. By using the Pomodoro technique, you'll develop the habit of focusing deeply for short periods, and this will gradually improve your ability to concentrate over time. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, and many of us are accustomed to multitasking. But deep work, a concept popularized by author Cal Newport, is all about diving into high-intensity, distraction-free work. It's the key to achieving peak performance and producing work that stands out. Deep work refers to the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. This is the type of work that leads to big results, whether it's writing, coding, problem-solving, or creating something innovative. When you engage in deep work, you're tapping into your full potential and producing your best work. To practice deep work, you need to create an environment that fosters focus. This means turning off your phone, logging out of social media, and eliminating any potential distractions. Start by setting aside specific blocks of time in your day for deep work. During this time, commit to working on just one task without interruption for an extended period anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. The goal is to eliminate all distractions and fully immerse yourself in the task at hand. The 4 rules of deep work. 1. Work deeply. Dedicate time to uninterrupted focus on a task. 2. Embrace boredom. Practice resisting distractions, even during downtime. 3. Quit social media. Social media is a major source of distraction. Limit your usage or remove it entirely from your workday. 4. Drain the shallows. Reduce the time spent on shallow work, like emails or meetings, and focus on what truly moves the needle in your life. One of the most effective ways to reset your focus is to take a break from the very distractions that keep you from being productive. Social media. Social media platforms are designed to capture your attention and keep you scrolling, but they come at the cost of your focus and mental energy. By disconnecting from social media for just 24 hours, you give yourself the opportunity to experience the impact of a distraction-free life. You'll notice that without the constant pull of notifications and updates, your ability to concentrate and think deeply will improve dramatically. Start by setting a clear intention for your 24-hour social media detox. Let your friends and family know that you'll be offline for the day, and plan your day with activities that require deep focus, whether that's working on a project, reading, or exercising. At the end of the detox, you'll likely feel more focused, more productive, and more in control of your time. Challenge. Try a 24-hour social media detox and pay attention to how much your focus improves. What tasks do you complete with more clarity and less distraction? Developing a laser-focused mind is a continuous process, but with the right strategies, you can make significant progress in a short amount of time. By eliminating mental clutter, practicing the Pomodoro technique, engaging in deep work, and taking intentional breaks from distractions, you'll unlock the ability to focus with incredible precision. The key is consistency. The more you train your brain to focus, the sharper your mind will become, and the more you'll be able to accomplish. So, take the challenge of a social media detox, try the Pomodoro technique, and embrace deep work. Soon, you'll be on your way to peak performance and a life with laser-focused clarity. Chapter 9. Daily Habits for Mental Toughness. Greatness isn't achieved overnight. It's a product of daily habits, each step stacking on top of the other, leading to the mental toughness that allows individuals to face adversity head-on and emerge victorious. While talent and opportunity can contribute to success, it's habits, the small, everyday actions, that shape the foundation of mental strength. In this chapter, we'll explore the daily habits of mentally tough individuals and how they harness the power of routines to build resilience, stay focused, and face challenges with unwavering confidence. From morning rituals to mindfulness exercises, these habits will help you cultivate the mental fortitude you need to reach your highest potential. The power of morning routines. Morning routines are a critical starting point for the day. They set the tone for everything that follows and help prepare your mind for success. When you wake up, your mindset is like a blank canvas. How you fill it in the first hour will determine the quality of the day. Why morning routines matter. Mentally tough people understand that the way you start your day influences the way you experience the rest of it. A well-structured morning routine can help you set your intentions, boost your energy, and prepare mentally for the challenges ahead. Starting your day with purpose and focus creates a sense of control, especially when things feel chaotic later on. And the consistency of your morning habits helps solidify your mental strength over time. Example morning routine for mental toughness. Here's a powerful morning routine inspired by the habits of top performers. 1. Wake up early. Start your day early, around 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. to create space for your habits. 2. Hydrate. Drink a glass of water to rehydrate your body after hours of sleep. 3. Physical exercise. Move your body with stretching, yoga, or a quick workout to wake up physically and mentally. 4. Mindfulness or meditation. Take 5 to 10 minutes for quiet reflection or meditation to center your thoughts and focus. 5. Set intentions or affirmations. Visualize your day, reaffirm your goals, and affirm positive thoughts. By following this structure, you lay a strong foundation for a successful day, grounding your mental toughness before any obstacles arise. Gratitude practices. Shifting your mindset. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for building mental resilience. When you actively practice gratitude, you retrain your brain to focus on what's good in your life, which helps reduce feelings of fear, doubt, or negativity. How gratitude boosts mental toughness. When you cultivate a gratitude practice, you develop a positive outlook that becomes a shield against life's challenges. It shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, reminding you of the things you have control over and the blessings you often take for granted. Gratitude helps increase emotional resilience, allowing you to stay grounded and focused during times of stress or hardship. How to practice gratitude daily. Incorporate gratitude into your daily life with these simple practices. Morning gratitude journaling. Start your day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be small or big, but the point is to start your day with appreciation. Gratitude reflection before bed. Before sleeping, reflect on the positive moments of your day. This helps reframe challenges as opportunities for growth. Real-life example: Oprah Winfrey's gratitude practice. Oprah Winfrey, a well-known advocate for gratitude, credits her daily gratitude practice for much of her success. She keeps a gratitude journal and takes time each day to reflect on what she's thankful for. Oprah believes that gratitude is the key to mental clarity, peace of mind, and success. Mindfulness exercises: training the mind to stay present. In the chaos of modern life, staying present can be one of the hardest things to do. But mentally strong people understand the power of mindfulness to help them stay grounded in the moment and avoid being swept away by negative emotions. The role of mindfulness in mental toughness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully engaged in the present moment, without judgment. It helps you become aware of your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to control your reactions and cultivate emotional resilience. By practicing mindfulness daily, you train your brain to stay calm, centered, and focused, even in the face of stress. Simple mindfulness exercises. Here are a few mindfulness exercises you can incorporate into your routine. Mindful breathing. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes each day to focus on your breath. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. This simple practice helps calm the mind and reduce stress. Body scan meditation. Close your eyes and mentally scan your body from head to toe, paying attention to any tension or discomfort. This helps connect the mind and body and encourages relaxation. Mindful walking. Take a short walk while focusing on the sensations of walking. How your feet feel as they touch the ground, the rhythm of your breath, and the sounds around you. By integrating mindfulness into your daily routine, you'll become better at staying present, which ultimately enhances your mental strength. Cold showers, a mental toughness power move. One of the most powerful habits for building mental toughness is something that might feel uncomfortable at first: the cold shower. Why cold showers work? Taking a cold shower is a simple but highly effective way to challenge your mind and body. The initial discomfort forces you to embrace a moment of stress and push through it. Over time, this builds resilience and mental clarity, teaching you how to stay composed under pressure. How to implement cold showers. Start with lukewarm water, gradually reducing the temperature to as cold as you can tolerate. Aim for 5 minutes each morning. The first few seconds will be challenging, but as your body adjusts, you'll begin to feel a surge of energy and clarity. Pro tip: start your day with a 5-minute cold shower to boost resilience and mental clarity. This simple habit can set you up for a day of focus and mental toughness. Building mental toughness one habit at a time. Mental toughness isn't something that happens overnight. It's built day by day through habits that challenge you and push you to grow. By establishing a powerful morning routine, practicing gratitude, embracing mindfulness, and incorporating habits like cold showers, you can develop the mental resilience needed to succeed in any area of life. The key to these habits is consistency. The more you incorporate these practices into your daily life, the stronger you'll become mentally. So, start small, build momentum, and remember, greatness is built on daily habits. Your new life awaits. Congratulations! You've made it to the end of this journey, but this is just the beginning of your new life. Mental strength is not something that can be achieved overnight, and it's certainly not a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment to growth, resilience, and overcoming the challenges that life throws your way. The tools and strategies in this audiobook have provided you with the framework to take control of your mind, conquer your fears, and step into the life you've always desired. It's time to embrace your inner warrior and continue building the mental fortitude that will carry you through anything. The question now is, will you step up and become mentally unbreakable? The choice is entirely yours. Start today. Become the strongest version of yourself. You have everything it takes to thrive. All that's left is to take the first step. So, what are you waiting for? Your new life is waiting to unfold. Join the conversation. What's the first step you're going to take today to build your mental toughness? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video if you're ready to unlock your true potential and become unstoppable. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more powerful insights that will help you level up your mindset and your life. Share this audiobook with someone who needs a boost of mental strength. Together, we can all rise. Take action now. Remember, transformation doesn't happen by waiting. It happens by doing. Commit to your first mental strength challenge today. The path to becoming mentally unbreakable begins now. Will you take it?